Hey everybody, welcome back to GREEDFALL. So we just spoke with Corsalone, which has been... It's been a while since we talked to him. There's this issue with this logging... I don't know if logging company is the right word. But essentially, the Bridge Alliance and the natives are having a tiff over this area of land that the Bridge Alliance is essentially... just ravaging because they're what they want to build and expand their life. Do we have to go down further? Yeah, we do. And the natives want to like replant trees and make sure that's not totally destroyed. But now there's been mention possibly of some documents that might contradict either side. And they're quarreling, literally killing each other over this. So here we are trying to appease everyone. Wow, where the frick? This is going to be impossible to find. How do we get lower than this? Through here. And this is unique because we haven't talked to Corsalone in a long time. So all of a sudden we're like, we're going to go get advice from him. How do we solve this? Which has since led to these documents that are stored in a very inconvenient archive. Ooh, nice. Following negotiations between Chief DUNNCAS and Governor de Morang over lands in the Quenvar region, it was hereby decided that the negotiated lands would henceforth be the sole and exclusive property of the merchant congregation for the purpose of carrying out a logging activity. Access to the area is now restricted to members of the congregation. Great. I think I was saying the Bridge Alliance. I was wrong. It's the merchant congregation. That's my bad. Because Bridge Alliance has problems with a lot of people. Natives included, but it is actually the merchant congregation. I'm glad that's in here. The problem is, you have to wonder sometimes if like these guys know what they're signing up for, and the argument is always, well, they should know, they shouldn't sign anything, but it's like, can they even read? Like. I don't know. Let's see what she says. I'm not gonna pass judgment super hard here. Let's go talk to Morang. Now whereabouts is she in here? Oh, she's close. Now I haven't noticed it, but I wonder if over time this city is getting more developed. I don't think that it is, but that would be kind of cool. Like to see some of the scaffolding go away.
Good day, dear sir. Happy to see you again in such fine health. How can I be of service?
Well, okay, we'll talk about a couple things.
What do you know about the ruins found to the northwest of here?
The site that the natives call Didakidnadagase.
That is not how we pronounce it, but yes, we are speaking of the same place.
Your language is difficult to master, but I find it fascinating. To answer your question, I had countless questions about the place when our explorers and scouts first brought back sketches. Intrigued, I went there. I noted the architecture and their decorations. It is certain that they bear a striking resemblance with continental constructions, but they are more ancient. Too old to have been recently built by the Bridge Alliance settlers when they first set foot on the island. I even questioned the natives, but they only spoke of a people of the sea. My first thoughts went to the Nauts, but they're not known for building large towns, less so cities. There are other ruins on a cliff to the east of here. Perhaps they hide the key to this mystery. I hoped to organize an expedition, but the region is dangerous.
This is related to another quest that we had.
We explored mines at the bottom of the cliff, but we were not able to find an access to the plateau. If the mystery of these ruins intrigues you as much as me, It is in that direction that you should begin to look for answers. Can I help you with any other matter?
Okay, we can do that.
I need you to enlighten me about the property deed of a glade near Vigigador. The natives want to access this place, which according to them is sacred, and which they would like to heal. But some of our men there are using this deed to deny them access to the area. Tensions are running high, and some people have died.
Yes, there was a time when we enacted a lot of contracts. Do you have the document with you?
Yes, here it is.
This session agreement is only signed with a cross on the native side.
Uh-huh.
Writing is foreign to them, as is the notion of land ownership. For them, the earth only belongs to itself.
If they did not possess these lands, how did they cede them?
I doubt they knew what this agreement represented, to be honest.
Okay, so
In
we're
that
on the same
case,
page.
Why make them sign it?
When we arrived on the island, we had to ensure our access to certain commodities. We also had to make sure that we had legal ownership of the lands we were occupying. The natives dreamed of possessing some baubles that they didn't know how to craft. It was easy to make them sign agreements that they didn't understand by giving them some.
Yeah,
I was
see?
a stranger to their philosophy then. I only thought about my city, and I regret it.
I'm sure we can fix this mistake.
I hope so, Your Excellency. Come, let's find Sir de Corsilion. Can I help you with any other matter?
No. No, we've talked about all of these before.
My lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
Sir de Corsilion, it's always a pleasure.
Madame, I expect you've come to see me about this regrettable problem concerning a clearing, which my student told me about.
Indeed. And I think I may have a solution that will allow us to solve this conflict peacefully.
I'm listening.
I must admit that I established this at a time when the culture and the mentality of the natives was foreign to me. The clan of this village was rather open to our presence. They welcomed us with benevolence. For this reason, I think we should allow them access to these lands. In doing so, we would appease the tensions, and we would also retain ownership of the wood. We would even benefit from such an agreement if the natives
Exactly.
reforested this area. Then we could exploit it for a longer period of time.
I find this decision perfectly viable, and I approve, but several men were killed, and their comrades will seek vengeance if the person or persons responsible do not pay for their crimes.
I am convinced that DUNNCAS, the chief of this clan, never approved such an action.
I understand, but I will only write a decree allowing people to go to this clearing, provided the murderer is delivered to us.
boy.
Thank you, Master. I will inform DUNNCAS of your decision.
Huh. Now, how is this going to go down? So we're definitely on the same page in terms of how can we hold them accountable to a contract that they, A, couldn't understand, and B, sign with a cross, which is completely indicative of them not really knowing. They wanted these, like, baubles of some kind, and they were given these baubles, but then they're like, yeah, okay, we'll make our mark on this paper. Sure. Why not? We'll just travel from here, I guess. This seems a bit strange, but now he's saying the only way we're going to do this is if we get the murderer. And we're going to go to this guy and say, the only way he's going to do this is if we get the murderer. So, what are your thoughts? And he's going to say, don't like that. I didn't come up with this idea.
What brings you here, Ono Manawi?
At this old man's request, I investigated the conflict that opposes you and my nation regarding the clearing. You will now be able to access it freely, to accomplish your rituals or heal the area. And the congregation will keep exploiting the forest. However, there is one condition to this new agreement. You must deliver this man to us because he is responsible for the deaths of several woodcutters.
These men died because of their own foolishness. No one else is responsible for their deaths. If they hadn't cut all the ochre berry trees, they would have survived.
What does that mean? What are the two of you talking about?
3 woodcutters died after eating the meat of an andrig after it was killed by a venomous Dawson tat.
It's nothing but a terrible coincidence. And if they had eaten the ochre berries...
We know that you are responsible for this. The hunters told me everything.
How could you do this? You acted more foolishly than an irascible adolescent. By killing these men, you have brought upon us their wrath. And it is only natural that they should ask for justice.
DUNNCAS, I beg you. I only wanted the Renoixe to understand the value of the trees they were cutting.
Pretty severe
Bloodshed only
methods.
leads to more bloodshed, and you know that. I would never have thought you capable of doing something so foolish.
If you want to stop the woodcutters taking vengeance into their own hands, you must deliver this man to us.
I understand. But I have one condition before we make this agreement.
Oh boy.
The Lugaid Blau fooled us in the past. It is their turn to prove their good faith.
What do you want from us?
There is a mine in the forest that the congregation has long operated with help from my people. But digging into the mountain has risked it collapsing. We reinforced the earth with wood. We worked with the Lugaid Blau to save the mountain and the men. We agreed to stop digging and sealed the entrance with a boulder. But some Renoixe came back, and I think they started digging again. And some of my people started going missing. Perhaps because they had seen them break their promise. If the mountain collapses and it is your clan's fault, thousands of lives will be lost.
And you want me to intervene?
You have to stop them. Remind them of their promise. This is the price of my trust. If you do, we punish the person responsible for the death of the woodcutters, and all our quarrels will be gone.
I'll go to this mine and see what's going on.
Is there anything else?
The blood price. Go to the abandoned mine in the region of Quenvar and assess the situation. Okay.
I must leave. Goodbye, DUNNCAS.
Qua awalum seg.
Some of these seemingly simple missions that we have to do end up in these crazy, like... I'm not... Political quarrels might be overdoing it a little bit, but certainly there's always something unexpected. There's always a little bit more than what's going on. Where are we at for our skills here? So we're sitting on 1. I guess I could go into here for the kick and maybe into long blades. We could go down here into more traps. I think maybe we just hold it for the healing. Yeah. Attributes, we get the next point at 25. Talents at 25 as well. So, okay, a little bit to go. So let's see what's going on here before we pass judgment. How are we going to get back there? We should be cool to pass through this area now. I feel like this is going to be sketch. Okay, that's 3 out of 4. Mine jail. What the?
Sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow you to enter.
Actually, no one should be able to enter. This mine is doomed. It's terribly dangerous.
I wouldn't know. Our employer, Mr. Mayart, is the owner. He's got all the deeds required. Listen, you should go to the authorities. They can confirm all the paperwork.
Oh, God. Paperwork.
I definitely will.
Are you freaking serious? Now what? The blood price.
Sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow you to enter.
So, do I need to talk to Corsalone again?
These people are reckless imbeciles if they start mining again in such a dangerous place.
These Renagse must not have taken us seriously. We should take a closer look.
Exactly. Spy on the activity of the mine. How am I going to do that? Oh, there's a secret. Oh, okay. Okay. There we go.
We should take the path that overlooks the outer wall.
Let's
we
be
should
chill.
be able to see inside from there.
Those reckless fools. They've resumed operations in the mine.
Which we imagined.
The Monesinaiga. They use captives from the villages to dig their mine.
Yeah, look.
They've made them into slaves. We
Damn.
must talk to Sir de Corsillon.
This is bad.
I hope that our nation is not involved in this business.
Oh! Let's get the frick out of here. It's literally slave driving. Oh boy. I should take off this cape to disgrace at this point. Be associated with the merchant congregation right now is pretty bad for our image. Sorry, little guy. What the hell? Oh no. He died for nothing. Okay, back to Corsalone. So this is like multiple days here. Keep in mind. With all this traveling. I don't know what Cousin's doing. We're back. Guess what?
Sir de Corsillon.
The Sade, my young student. What can I do for you?
The mission you entrusted me with has made great progress.
Very well. Let's see. Good. You have traveled great distances, and the Terra Incognita will soon be but a
The camps, yeah. It's not the camps he's talking about.
Desade.
Different
Can your
camps.
old professor still prove himself useful?
I've come to ask you about a mine near Vigigador. It was closed for a long time for security reasons. but someone has started exploiting it again.
I seem to recall that a concession in this area was sold to a Master Mayart.
Mayart.
However, I do not recall the details of the contract. It was established by the previous government. He is a rich merchant from Serene who arrived on the island only a short while before we did. People say that he is unscrupulous.
Unscrupulous? That's an understatement. This man had some natives captured and he's using them as slaves to work in this mine.
What? Does this old brigand really think that he is above the law?
Seems to.
We cannot tolerate such methods, but we must determine the best way to attack him. You should start by finding the deed to his property in the archives. Don't worry. We'll not let this man's behavior go unpunished. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Looking forward to seeing you again.
You could move the archives a lot closer to your office. That would be helpful. But it's fine. It's good cardio. There might be a quicker way. See, like, there's that ladder there, which we might be able to take. But fact of the matter is, it'll take longer to find out where that ladder leads, unless I take it up from here, if we need to return to him. Property deed of an old mining plot belonging to Master Mayart. This document is written in legal jargon. It's a property deed belonging to Master Mayart. It concerns some land situated in the Quenvar region, including an old mine. This document was signed by Madame de Meringue. You'll need her help to understand all its legal subtleties.
Seems as though you can't decipher the glyphs of your own people's document.
I get lost in all the legal jargon. But they have Lady Morange's seal on them. We should find her to understand exactly what they say.
Yeah, actually, when he says it's part of the previous government, I keep forgetting that Meringue was in charge here. And I wonder if she's shadier than she's letting on. I just think everybody might be shady. Everyone's sketch, can't trust anyone. I don't want it to be the case, but she seems great. She's been super helpful. Please don't change on me.
Good day, dear sir. Happy to see you again in such fine health.
Of course, she's so peppy.
How can I be of service?
Oh boy.
I need your advice once more. This time it's about the property deeds of a plot of land and of a mine acquired by a certain Mayart. Here are the deeds. I must admit that I understand very little of what's written, but your seal is on it.
Do not worry. This type of document is always difficult to decipher for the uninitiated. However, they are very clear. Master Mayart is the owner of a plot of land located near Vigigador. He can exploit the forest and plant anything he wants there, but it says here that he does not have the right to exploit the mine. It's even repeated in this other paragraph. Any attempt at mining on this land is forbidden.
And yet the mine which was located on this plot of land has been reopened and is being exploited as we speak.
According to these documents, the mine has been closed for security reasons.
Well, that's a lie.
This man's behavior is reckless. You should go see him. He's presently in New Serene. He usually spends time at the port when he comes. He has some warehouses there.
Oh, he owns those? Is that right? Let's chat.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine.
Is it back? I remember this area. What is he? I don't even want to know.
Master Mayart.
I don't want to know what he's doing.
Isade, I am the legate of the congregation.
Well, I'm flattered. What brings you here, Your Excellency?
I'm here to talk to you about the mine you have near Vigigador. Are you aware that you have no right to operate it? nor are you allowed to employ slaves there.
But what are you talking about? Surely this is a misunderstanding. Listen, I'm sure there is a way for us to get along. I'm an honest merchant. I've always paid all taxes, and the small bonuses needed. Please tell your cousin that I would be happy to send him the gift of his choice. Now, Your Excellency, if you will allow me, I have to get back to my activities.
So entitled.
I'm afraid you don't understand, Master. It's not a money problem. That mine is dangerous, and you endanger the congregation on this island by behaving this way with the natives.
Come on, don't be so serious, young man. I'm sure it's nothing that a small bonus can't fix. Goodbye, sir. Best wishes to your cousin.
I hate him. I hate him. It's official. It's official. I hate him. People entitled like that really get on my nerves. I don't know what it is. I don't care if it's a fictional video game character or real life.
You'll find all you need in our selection, whatever you need to be.
Jeez, they've restocked all of their alleyway boxes. This is great. Who needs a merchant? I'm gonna get trapped in here, aren't I? Nope. We are clear. I think this, like, you know how in some quests that we'll do, it will just transport us to the conversation that we need to have? I think this quest would probably benefit from that, especially because they're all in relatively they're all relatively short distances from each other, and those ones I feel are a little bit more justified instead of us running back and forth. But maybe some people would do other stuff in between. It's just
Sir de Corsillion.
Decidez, my young student, what can I do for you?
I verified the contract with Lady Mirange. The exploitation of the mine is illegal, as we expected, without even taking into account what he's doing to the natives. I then went to meet Master Mayart.
So, what did he have to say in his defense?
He threw money at me.
He turned a deaf ear and tried to bribe me.
Oh, some of these merchants are so rich that they forget basic decency. But it's high time we reminded him of who is in charge of the congregation on this island. Here. This is an eviction notice which dispossesses him of all his land for breaching his contract.
All his land?
For his crimes against the natives, he's banished from this island. I will make him aware of this decision, but you should go to the mine immediately. The prisoners must be freed as soon as possible, and the mine closed once more.
I'll take care of it.
Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
No, I'm busy now.
Looking forward to seeing you again, Sir de Corsillion.
I like it. Corsillion laying down the hammer. Breach contract. See ya. Complete exile. Not gonna like that. Now, I wonder, though, if this is going to be a situation of, like, can we... I always... Whenever we're presented with something like this, I'm like, how can I screw this up? What are the possible ways of screwing this up? Hold on. Yeah, okay. So the mystery of the ancient ruins, that's what we originally asked her about at the start of this episode. And now we're going to try and clean this up before we go back into these. And we'll see how that goes. Okay, well, back to the mine. It does say chase the men away. So I imagine that we don't need to be incredibly cautious. Just taking another look at some of these. Man, maybe long blades would be sweet. This is a pretty decent improvement. Might be something we can work towards. We might have to fight them. Hold on. I'm gonna see if we can approach from that back way. Mind you, we didn't even have a way down there, so... yeah, I'm thinking probably not.
Sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow you to enter.
I don't need your authorization. I have here an eviction notice signed by the governor's ministers. The former owner, Mr. Mayart, has lost his rights due to a breach of contract.
Look, ultimately, we are not the ones who decide. We only obey the boss's
I get
orders.
that.
In that case, where can I find him to notify him of his loss?
You'll find him around here somewhere, Your Excellency.
Excellent.
Well then, let us in. He's not gonna like the fact that
Are you looking for trouble? You'd better be.
Master
they just
Mayart,
let us in here.
I'm so glad to find you here. Here is a document from Sir de Corsilion on behalf of my cousin. Considering the fact that you have not respected the terms of your contract of ownership, you are hereby expelled. The methods you used against the islanders has also ensured your banishment from Tirfredi.
Impossible. By what right? Guards, this man threatens me.
Good luck with that. Is he blocking all of that?
These people were monsters. I wouldn't cry over them. Come now, let's go free my brothers, and we can tell DUNNCAS everything.
You got it. I just realized we've got our science thing on here. Let's take this, and we just picked up a gun. It's a hard pass. Okay, now hold up. Let's free these guys first. Okay. Oh, there's more, I see.
Go without fear. You are free. And know that we are sorry for what happened to you.
We must believe that not all Lugir blow or alike.
He is an Almanawi. That's why he understands us. Thank you. We will not forget you.
It's my pleasure. Saber of the Sea People. One-handed, heavy weapon, strength of 5? Oh my god. That's amazing. Okay, let's touch base with DUNNCAS. Everything should be cool now. He said he would agree to turn that guy over if we went and solved this situation, which we've done. So unless something else funky's happening, everybody should be happy.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
I was able to close the mine. The man who operated it was arrested and he will be banished.
Yes, those you freed told me. From now on, you are my Karants, my friend.
Right back at you.
You knew how to renew my trust in your clan. Just as trees grow back after being cut.
Thank you, DUNNCAS. I'm honored. Will you give us the old man now?
If you allow it, I would like to punish him myself.
Ooh.
Enough blood has been spilled, and he will only call for more of it, since he loved the forest to the point of killing for it. He will be sentenced to heal it. Every day he will replant what your men will cut down.
Oh, I like it.
Every day until the end of his life. Does this punishment seem acceptable to you?
If I explain to Sir de Corsillon that the man was sentenced to forced labor, I suppose he will approve. Thank
Basically,
you,
making him a
it's a wise
slave.
sentence.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
Holy frick. No, we're good.
I must leave. Goodbye, DUNNCAS.
Qua awalum seg.
Wow. 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 Okay, then. So, I think that's pretty reasonable. A lifetime of planting trees. I mean, you could argue that it certainly could be worse. You could have a much, you could be way worse off. I think some people would argue that he might even be getting off a little bit lucky. But, I don't know. I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think that's suitable. The way he makes it sound anyways. Okay, let's take a break here. When we come back, we're going to speak with Afra and see what she's decided to do. We'll help her out. And then the plan will be to look for these ancient ruins that we just talked to Meringue about. She's got another place that we can look at. And then we're going to go into meeting with Glendon, the leader of the council. We talked to Constantine about the Man of 1,000 Faces, and we'll see where that all leads. So wish me luck. We'll see you guys very soon, and bye for now. Actually, hold on. What do we have in here? DUNNCAS, the leader of the Dunegod, and the Dunegod of the Bereg Notice clan, the sap bearers of the village of Vigidgidau. Great healer of the earth and protector of the nature of his island, his wisdom is renowned and always seeks to preserve balance and harmony in all things. We also have the Heart Gates. Dorgrid is a small area that lies around a mountain lake and is located near the main sanctuary of Tier 4D, which gives it its name, the Doors of the Heart. That's cool. Mysterious cave is used for the test of water. It's supposed to reveal the intentions and the heart of anyone who accomplishes it. All those who are brought to visit the Credine Sanctuary to meet Enelman Frichteman must visit it and report their response to the leader of the Vogelag Credes. And we have the tall trees. Abandoned mine. The mine was abandoned and sealed by the natives with the hopes that nobody will dig there. Indeed, it has been exploited so much that it has almost caused the mountain to collapse. It seems, however, that some people have decided to put it back into operation, which we have since dealt with. Seeing different versions of these Lewalons, and then, of course, our notes that we've already read. All right, so wish me luck. We'll see you guys very soon. Bye for now.